Hello friends, Jay Kilgore here. I want to welcome you to another Technical Tuesday from jkilgore.com tutorial video. We're going to be using Photoshop, and today what we're going to cover is getting rid of the hotspot that your strobe modifier can give you on a photo. Um, we're going to work on a photo of a model named Vicky, and I chose this photo because I was too lazy to look for a different one. That's just the truth. And basically, what we're gonna work with is before we get into the picture, what I wanted to show you was a lot of questions that I get from people are my high key images, and they think that I bring them into Photoshop and get the backgrounds white. As you can see here, that excuse me, if we look at my ACR here, everything is set to 0 except for these three, which is default in Photoshop. You can see that this is in fact 100% straight out of the camera, no retouches, nothing to it. This is where you can see if I've done anything to it. I have not. Actually, I think I'm going to bring that up a little bit. And I'll just do a quick edit of this image the way I would if I was going to retouch it. I think it looks great. As far as my photography goes, I don't really do any kind of white balance or anything like that in camera because I do it here in post so I can get the image exactly how I like it. That's just a little too much for me. So we're gonna go ahead and open this image. Bye Gina. Bye Gina. Control plus will get us into the image. The the space bar, and your left click of the mouse will go ahead and let us move the image up. And the spot that I'm talking about is right pretty much here that I want to get rid of. This was shot with a beauty dish, and it was a little bit above her eye, so the hot spot wasn't, like kind of directly either on top of her iris or any place like that. The hot spot is actually hitting right here, as you can see. So what we're gonna do is just get rid of it here. Before we do that, I want to get rid of it with I want to get rid of kind of some of the skin blemishes because we're actually going to borrow. So we're going to come over here and we're going to create a new layer. Here, let's just get rid of this. We don't need this right now. We're going to create a new layer, and on this empty layer we are going to make our brush smaller rather. I'm using the mouse for this instead of my Wacom tablet, so just bear with me while we do this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, before I start moving anything around, I am going to clean up the areas here. And again, this is just a quick down and dirty, so we're not going to spend too much time going over it or smoothing out the skin kind of right here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to Control Shift Alt E. That's going to take all the work that we did on this layer here and merge it into a brand new layer. So as you can see, it's still gone. That's before, that's the edit, and this is the image. So Control Shift Alt E. Now what we're going to do is we're going to stay here. We're going to go to the patch tool. If you watch my other video, you'll know that holding down the shift button and hitting J a couple of times to get you to that patch tool faster than clicking on it. So this time what we're going to do is, previously in the previous videos we used source and we would copy the mark and drag it over, and then it would go ahead and take on the image of over here because we drag it from here to over there. This time we're going to do it a little bit different, and we're going to take the destination. So this is what we want it to look like. So we're going to take it from a spot that is clean, that we know it looks good. We're going to use our patch tool. We're going to make sure destination is selected. We're going to copy a spot out that we like. We're going to click inside that spot, and we're going to drag it over. And we can do it again. Try to make your selections the same size, shape as the spot that you're moving it to. It may take you some time to get to that point to where you can do it, but just keep working on it. Don't be afraid to go over the work. So here's before, there's after. Before, after. Oops. And then you'll want to kind of round it out. If you want to take a spot from over there, you can, and just kind of blend it in there to where it all looks good. So that is how we match it up. And of course, from here you can go in, smooth it out with your with a little bit of dodge and burn, make it all look good. Here's your before, there's your after. This is the image before. That's this cleaning out, smoothing, evening that we did. And then if we look at this space right here, we look at that space right there, we evened it all out. We can even take, now we're going to get problems up there. Whoops. That's kind of a funky grab, so let's grab a different size. And there we go. So pretty simple, pretty fast. We've evened it all out. Like I said, when we go through and we do the color correction, not color correction, but if we go in and do the dodge and burn, we'll go ahead and even that out, smooth this part all out, make it all look good. And this technique, obviously, as you just saw, works pretty much with anything. Oopsie. It works with pretty much anything. So this is what we're gonna do. We'll get rid of, you have to make sure when you draw the outline that you click inside of it and drag it, or else you'll just start all over again. So this is the video for Technical Tuesday. Hope you got something out of it. And again, it's the whole image. Keep an eye out on my site, jkilgore.com. I'm going to be launching a completely different site. It's going to be for photographers and editors, photo editors. It's going to be online learning tutorials. We're going to go over the lighting. We're going to go over getting high key white, pure white, with no light model, or without a meter. We're just going to basically go over my photography in great depth. Hopefully you got something out of this and you come back for more. Cheers.